Welcome, Speed Gaming! Tonight we have a late night match in the Zelda 1 Randomizer SGLIVE 2024 tournament between Ugondis and moneymerks. I am Proknovic, and tracking for us tonight is Califax. This is going to promise to be a very exciting match. Ugondis is 2-1 in their matches, and moneymerks 2-0. We do have a very exciting flag set for you as well tonight. We have Second Quest Overworld, Second Quest Enemies. We have Remove Most Open Stairs. We will start on the normal wood start screen, but that's not guaranteed to be our Wood Sword Cave. Also in this flag set, we do have the book being an atlas. We do have extra candles. We have absolutely worthless hints. And, as usual, we have a magical sword, but we have to collect 13 hearts in order to get to it. I have yet to see more than one match where either runner has gotten that magical sword. We'll see what happens. And our racers should be off any moment. But how is everyone doing today? PDX, I hope that you're having a wonderful evening. Shaddy, always good to see you. And of course, Bogey Smalls. Can't seem to get away from Bogey tonight. This is, I do believe, the third match that we've been involved with together. Either I've been tracking or commentating. We've had Bogey with us. And everyone knows anytime that you're in the same room with Bogey, you're going to have an awesome, awesome party. We'd like to thank our generous hosts, Speed Gaming, for hosting this restream. And I see we will start the action in 1 second. Okay, start screen. Let's see what we have right off the bat. And it's a potion shop. It'll be interesting to see what kind of divergence we get right from the beginning. We have moneymerks heading to the... Oh, nope, they're actually high-fiving on the same screen. The open cave, and it's a take any. With both of our runners taking a candle. They always say the best candle is the first candle that you come across. We see moneymerks immediately getting a bomb drop. That'll greatly help their exploration. And Ugondis does a screen wrap to get to the river cave, which is a secret. That is a 12 small secret. In this flag set, we will have 5 small secrets, 7 medium, and only 1 large, along with 10 door repairs. We see another take any, and Ugondis taking a heart. Moneymerks follows suit. And Ugondis, just in rush that all of us are in when we're doing a race, accidentally goes back into the cave, but that's alright. We see a lot of Tektites on the overworld. I personally prefer them on the overworld versus in the cave. And that door repair took at least all of our monies. And we see that the Armos item is the Coast Heart. Now we're starting to see a little more divergence between our two runners. moneymerks is bombing near start, and Ugondis finds level 9 at the top of the Dead Woods. We won't be seeing level 9 probably for another hour, but oh, we do have a stabby stick from moneymerks. That is at vanilla level 3. Ugondis finds it shortly after. So candle in hand with the stabby stick, both of our runners are now empowered to go into any dungeon that they find, of course, except level 9. And to answer Mewar's question, that's right, Ugondis' tracker is actually covering a little bit of their game screen. Let's see if we can maybe crop it out. Ugondis finds another heart down in the other forgotten spot. And we're just trying to kill a few Ugondis, trying to see if we can get that bomb drop for Ugondis. And we're going to burn the bush in the deadwoods. And let's see what we have here. That is a 33 medium. That rolled up just a slight little bit. So far, money isn't absolutely trashing this seed. Alright, and we're in the grave. I unfortunately was not able to see... Okay, that was another medium secret under the push block. And we're coming up on Vanilla 6. Sappho's throwing their danger daggers. And Ugondis takes a potion this time. Always good to have a potion as you go into those dungeons, because we do have red bubbles. Ugondis unfortunately does not have any bombs, can't bomb the grave, but they're going to come up to Grave Armos, find the staircase there, and it is another secret. This time it is another medium, 33. Moneymerks does have bombs and finds the any roads. So we have one in the grave, one in the forest. And it looks like there was another any roads right next to the other one in the grave. That's pretty useless. And we're gonna have to wait and see what the fourth any road is. And we find level 2 in the woods. Moneymerks gets another bomb drop and decides to burn the bush to reveal the any roads from that side. And oh, whiz robes in level 2. Hadn't yet seen those on the overworld. I was hoping they would stay there, but no, they are in the dungeons along with the Pole's voice. This does not look like a fun enemy set. But that is a very quick Triforce in level 2. Let's see if Ugondis goes back in. Being level 2, I would expect it. But nope, he bails! Just goes to show that sometimes these runners are a lot smarter than I am, which is why they're in the tournament and I am not. Moneymerks is being advised to go back 3 spaces. Maybe that's a hint that they should go back to the any roads and show us that 4th spot. But instead, Moneymerks is assigned to bomb West Death Mountain, finds a potion shop for the troubles, and we also find level 7 over by the East Lake. Ah, thanks Califax. 4th spot was up at the Vanilla Letter Cave in the Lost Hills. So I'd give these any roads maybe a C. Mostly because we had those 2 right next to each other in the grave. And oh no, we have Lionels also in the dungeons. This does not look like a great enemy set. Who rolled this? And we found another door repair for Moneymerks over in West Death Mountain. And an arrow shop with 67 rupee arrows and 80, I believe it was 87 bait. And, 89 bait and 87 keys. That is probably the expensive key shop. Peg Leg Rex, I sure hope this isn't a 2-hour seed. Depending on where our runners are, it's already midnight. We do see a +5 bomb upgrade for 112 rupees. Very worth it. As Ugondis now has 13 bombs to their name and a whole bunch of walls to bomb. Moneymerks is deciding to burn the force right next to start. Gets hit with another door repair. And another. And that was a 24 rupee door repair at that. Bit on the high side. All we need is to find out what our large secret is, and again, there's only one of them in this set. But we do have cheap bait at 65 and 11 rupee bombs. That is always a nice sight when those roll down. And 7, we find the blue banana. And Ugondis looks like he's gonna pick it up. And Moneymerks had found, over by the river, their potion shop. Again with 12 rupee small secret. What is Mercs' sprite? To tell you the truth, I don't really know, but it's awesome and I'm down for it. We do have those super ropes on the overworld. Looks like they are chonky. I counted 6 hits. Mercs is a ranger. Thanks, Adam. Ugondis finds another small secret along the coast. It looks like we're going to be getting close to seeing what our coast item is today. And it's the wand. I bet both runners are going to gladly welcome that offensive upgrade. Ugondis heads back into the woods as Moneymerks continues up the central lake into the desert. Oh, and we found our white sword item. It is the ladder. Of course, Ugondis and Moneymerks both have 6 hearts. They are guaranteed to find that ladder in the eastern woods cave. And Ugondis immediately heads back to the coast. Get that wand. Don't blame them one bit. And we find level 1. That is at the desert open cave. And it looks like Mercs is going to go ahead and pirouette that door. Or try to. Fortunately, it does not bomb. And we have at least, well, at most 1 HP Zols. Sorry, not Zols, gels. And level 1. And it is a segmented level 1. You always love to see that. Tracy. She said, this is the seed from this morning, except they remembered to put in hearts. Oh, Tracy. I thought we all loved playing seeds where both runners together only have, what was it, 11 hearts? And Moneymerks is going to go back into that transport staircase, see what treasures it brings. It brings, you guessed it, Pole's Voice, and Vires, and Gorillas. Oh my. Unfortunately, he does not have a key, so unless this room drops, And it does not. Oh, and it does not bomb either. They are key blocked. And moneymerks decides to bail out of one. They'll be back. Meantime, Ugondis finds the burn bush on the southeast corner of the lake. It's nothing important yet. moneymerks continues to burn down the forest, finds yet another door repair. And moneymerks does find level 2. They're going to go ahead and pirouette that door. Oh, all they have to do is go back in. They didn't actually have to scroll the overworld, but that's okay. As they jump back in, they find a whole bunch of Pole's voice. Decided to ignore that room for now, don't blame him. And finds that immediate Triforce. And our runners are now tied, 1 Triforce apiece. moneymerks decides to go back into 2. And Ugondis is up to 114 rupees. Will we see an arrow upgrade soon? That's always the big question. I don't blame moneymerks for not wanting to deal with those whiz robes quite yet. I mean, 6 hearts is 6 hearts, but green tunic is also green tunic. And we see 139 for our large. Hope they enjoy that. It will never be seen again. That brings Ugondis to 253 rupees. I don't believe we've seen a blue ring yet. But all the free money in this seed is going to total a whopping 442 rupees. After all the door repairs, that's only 202. Thankfully, they hit a lot of those door repairs while they were flat broke, and so they will still come out on top. Ugondis gets the prescription. I believe they already have a potion, so they'll probably just hang on to that for now. We have to wait to see if it's going to be a Coke or a Pepsi night. Meantime, moneymerks in 7 ignores the Pole's voice, finds the Lionels, and decides to whack him with the stick. Ugondis, taking time choosing where to go on the any roads. They go back to the woods. Are we going to see going back into 1? Probably not, still don't have any keys. But nope, that's what we're doing. Maybe with 8 bombs, they feel more empowered to just bomb random walls. Califax, our faithful tracker, suggesting maybe Mercs had not, maybe, I think he meant Ugondis had not yet seen level 1. That's always possible. As commentators, sometimes we do get a little bit confused as to who has seen what. moneymerks, still trying to squeeze out a victory against his Pole's voice, wins. Pops that door to the south. And did he get the rusty sword from the old guy near the start? We did get a rusty sword. So rusty, it might break. Oops, wrong game. That'd be Breath of the Wild. We do see a Triforce pickup in level 1 by Ugondis. Unfortunately, moneymerks takes the death. So far we are 17.5 minutes in. The only dungeon item we've seen is the blue boomerang in 7. And we've seen the white sword, which is the ladder. Only Ugondis has that. This has been a not too giving of a seed thus far. And Ugondis, once again, has a really high rupee count, 222 rupees. Moneymerks is 145. Oh, unfortunately, Moneymerks takes another death. And we found Error. Hi, Error. We've been missing you. And Casino. Ugondis does not feel like gambling tonight. Moneymerks makes her way back to the coast. There are 2 bomb walls there, and they're anxious to see what they hold. Ugondis finds another bomb shop up in the Lost Hills. And in that open cave are our worthless community hints. They're great and entertaining, but unfortunately will not give our runners any information about the seed. Ugondis makes our first trip over to the waterfall area. Seems that no matter what you try to do, those rocks will always get you. Finds a casino up there, again nopes out. Moneymerks is at the coast cave, sees that it is another secret, and they'll also see that the wand is our coast item. We find level 3 underneath the waterfall. Ugondis is going to do a quick little pirouette here to pop open that door. And they're going to try one more, see if it will go up. It does not. Moneymerks will find that ladder. And just like Ugondis, I'm sure that Moneymerks is going to head immediately over to the coast and grab that wand. The red bubbles will steal your sword in this flag set, but will never steal whatever's on your B button, so that wand is a great combat advantage. That's right, Skepticon. We have our first key of the seed, only 20 minutes in. And our second. In a very nasty room with Pole's voice, and gorillas and Beamos. It's no wonder that Ugondis took a death. Moneymerks does a very fun screen scroll, going from the coast directly into the woods. It's always fun when you see that one. Adam W., what are keys? Keys are supposedly this functional legendary metal thingy that you use to create passages and walls. Up until now, we've never seen them, but here we are. And we see a 3-headed Gleeok, often hard to fight on Green Tunic, but Ugondis with the power of the wand makes a very noble attempt, decides to drink a little bit of Coke, just to give him the confidence that he needs to continue battling that, and is rewarded with a compass. This could be our stair in level... Oh, it is not. Interesting. Moneymerks finds a casino over by the coast. They're going to keep wrapping around, see what other treasures hold there. I don't think we've seen Casino Corner yet. I could be wrong. Ah yes, Ugondis saw it. Thank you. again to Califax, our faithful tracker. Without Califax, I would be saying all kinds of wrong things, and all the watchers would just think that I'm crazy. But that's right, I know I'm crazy. That's why I get the late shift. Prescription pickup from Moneymerks up in Casino Corner. And Ugondis gets the floor heart out of 3, and this could also be a stair room. It's not every day you get the super room, but when you do, it's always a nice treat, especially only being 1 room away from Triforce. And it pushes. It is a super room. It's the bow! A very welcome addition to our Ganon killing arsenal. And Ugondis is going to go back up 1 room and kill these bats, grab the Triforce, and be out of 3, never to see it again. Moneymerks is over at the Lost Hills Armos, finding their large secret of 139. Unfortunately, left a whole lot of money on the table. They only had room for 70 of those 139 rupees, leaving 60 on the table, and a 2Q overworld is always a painful thing. Well, Adam, I think I got the late shift, not for hating on Zols, but I think it's because I said that the Tektites were my absolute favorite enemy to have in the underworld. So Ugondis do a crossing into East Death Mountain, bombing the wall there, and somehow I missed what it was. Maybe, was it a potion shop? It was. And Ugondis grabs the expensive key at 99 rupees. I believe we did see them earlier at 87. Not much of a haircut, but every rupee counts. And Moneymerks also sees the Gleeok, decides to also take a stab at it, literally speaking. Fortunately, he seems to be having not too hard of a time. I do see that Moneymerks was using the double tap method. By pressing your B and A on the exact same frame, you get the power of both weapons. Unfortunately for Moneymerks, that is not the stair room. We're gonna have to go further south for that. And Ugondis is in the far northwest of Hyrule. Found another door repair there. And there is that arrow shop. Doesn't surprise me at all. Bow in hand that he buys the arrow. Let's see if we get one of those rare screen scrolls back to start. Oh, no. That's right, Ugondis still has way too much of this area to explore. Gets rewarded with another secret. Another 33 rupees in their pocket. Moneymerks walks past the Triforce room, and here's the super room where they'll find that heart and also find the Pole's voice to get their bow. Ugondis is in level 6, which was also located in West Death Mountain, and immediately finds a transport. Both of our runners are at 8 hearts. 7 hearts for Moneymerks. Yeah, 7 hearts each. So they still need to find another 6 to even have a prayer at Mags. Ugondis does find the map for 6, and oh, I think that this is an Australian breakdancer. And Moneymerks gets the Triforce out of 3. As much as I love the Konami code, it will do absolutely no good in this game unless Fred has programmed in something that I'm not aware of. By the way, while speaking of it, huge shoutouts to Fred Coughlin, the creator of the Zelda 1 randomizer. Without him, we'd just be plain vanilla. I'd also like to give a shout out to the Zelda 1 randomizer Discord community. If you want hints, such as how to edit your sprite, how to work your way through your dungeons, or even just need help with your tech setup, the Z1R Discord is always available day and night to help answer your questions. And you can also join the races, such as this fantastic race for Speedgaming Live. Ugondis picked up their 8th heart in level 6, and is just looking to see where that item is going to be. moneymerks picks up another bomb pack, never a bad thing to do when you stop by a bomb shop. It's only 11 rupees. Oh, this could be a Goma blocked item. That would be really spicy. Fortunately, Ugondis has the bow, has the wooden arrows. This shouldn't take too long. Nope, it's not the Seal Room, but it is the Triforce. Triforce out of 6 for Ugondis. That brings their lead to 4-2. The last cave in West Death Mountain doesn't really have anything of interest. It has the filet mignon and a few other things that we don't quite need right now. Ugondis has 3 keys. moneymerks, though, with only 1 key, could definitely use a little bit of love. And moneymerks is going to be finding level 6 pretty quickly. But ooh, I'm really surprised he didn't buy those arrows. After all, 235 rupees, maybe they're holding out for blue ring. So moneymerks is into 6. We have yet to see the item out of here. Let's see if they can find it before Ugondis does. And Ugondis is back in level 1 with 3 keys. That is no surprise. We don't have any idea what our 2 items in here are. moneymerks says no thank you to the room full of dark nuts. Don't blame him, especially not the blues with a single block in the middle. Some runners love to use the block clipping strats to fight a room that size. I'm one of them. We do have a tutor in a dungeon 1. Everyone, throw out your Jess Andy emojis. We have Aquamentus very ineffectively guarding a compass. The tutor is a great item to have in this flag set because that will open up, what is it, almost 10, 11 overworld spots and fast travel. We have a segmented one. We already knew that, but it's good to see the shape finally. And it looks like, not quite sure what it looks like, but that looks like a red ring. That is a huge find for Ugondis. Their defense is now quadrupled, and they can face tank pretty much anything. Ugondis immediately puts that recorder to work, opening up a spot in the desert, and there's our blue ring cave. And Ugondis picks up the pity heart for 6 rupees. And moneymerks finds the heart in level 6. Ugondis did find that, but let's see if moneymerks can find the item. moneymerks might be a little worried about that Goma. Not having the arrow, can't easily dispatch it, and won't learn that that is not the right room. In the meantime, Ugondis, also in the desert, finds level 4. Unfortunately, there's no way to pirouette that door. They're just going to have to spend the key. And is blessed with an immediate Triforce. That's going to top Ugondis off. They'll probably go right back in. Ugondis extends the Triforce lead 5-2. And Ugondis says, nope, I'm good. I can come back to that anytime I want because I've got the recorder. It looks like Merks is contemplating whether to go back into 6 again. Decides, nah, I'm good. And Ugondis is back into 2. We do not know what the item here is in 2. And we finally got a map. That looks like, You know, it almost reminds me a little bit of Beavis. Or was it Butthead? Can't remember which one was which. Ugondis, with the mighty power of the red ring, easily does away with that 3-headed Gleeok. And finds a room with Wizrobes, but again, no fear. Yeah, moneymerks up 8 went back to start. And trying to think of where they're probably off to right now. Maybe back to 1? Nope, they're going to go back up to the lake. And Ugondis finds a book. That is a big find. That is all the maps in the game, which will especially come in handy when they reach level 9. So far, we have not seen the item in 4. We've not seen... I don't think we've seen 5 at all. We're still missing quite a few items. Yeah, we're missing 5, 7... I thought we'd seen 7. Yeah, we've seen 7. Yeah, it's 5 and 8. Thanks, Califax. Pegleg Rex says that the level 2 map looked like calipers. I can totally see that. Let's see if 2Q3 has anything in store for us today. And it's just another secret. 12 at that. Hardly even worth the walk. So considering that we're still missing a few dungeons, my guess is that either 4 or 7 will hold the power bracelet. And level 4. I know that we're not supposed to say that everything looks like a cactus or a flower, but this one definitely looks like a potted plant. Moneymerks is back in 7, fighting off these Lionels. And Ugondis, fighting off a Moldorm, gets the map that he already has. And spends the last key. Fortunate just picked one up. And I'm pretty sure level 4 is the land of all the Moldorms. Alright, Bogey, I could see it being a pirate ship. Moneymerks, thinking about that bomb upgrade. Thinking. Nope, passes on it. Having not seen the red ring yet, probably still waiting for a blue ring. And Ugondis will just go ahead and steal the key from that Gliok. Up in A. And Moneymerks has no time for Pole's voice. Again, don't really blame him. I don't want to fight those bunnies any more than I have to. Ugondis finds a room that could be the stair room in level 4. The one downside to having picked up that book is now there's fire. I know that whenever I pick up the book, I end up spending half the time burning myself. We have another possible stair room. And this one does push. Will it be the segment? It is. Ugondis is probably checking to see if it is a heart. Nope. And Ugondis does not have too many rooms left to clear on this north end of 4. Gets a 5er for trouble in killing all those gels. And Moneymerks comes across a stair in 7. And oh boy. That 7 looks like a... Yeah, I've got nothing. Moneymerks decides to pass on the blue banana. And Ugondis decides to bail out of 4, having picked up the power bracelet. Somehow I missed that. Immediately goes for the power bracelet check in Lost Hills. Finds another secret. And Ugondis finds another casino. And looks like they're going to go ahead and head to East Death Mountain. Check the power bracelet spot at Bogey's Arrow. And Moneymerks is taking another stroll along the coast. And we're 41 minutes in. Our runners are still pretty close. They have close to the same amount of health. But personally, I'm going to give this advantage to Ugondis. They have the wood arrows. They have the power bracelet, the tutor, the book, and that mighty red ring. Plus having a 5-2 Triforce lead, I'd say that Ugondis has a very solid lead. Ugondis tries the whistle spot that's also up here in East Death Mountain. Unfortunately, finds a grumpy old woman. Make that 2, grumpy old woman. I know that there are 10 door repairs in 2Q. I'm pretty sure we've probably seen them all by now. And we find level 5 again. Califax, thanks for again keeping me on track, saying that we've only seen 9 of the door repairs. There's still one lurking around. Just like all 105 of you are lurking with us tonight. Thank you for spending your Friday night with us. We see the yellow banana in 5. And Ugondis says no thank you. Don't really blame him. In my experience, the yellow banana is only really worth it for about the first 20 minutes of a seed. And quick Triforce out of 5, Ugondis is out of there. I doubt they'll be going back in for that heart. Let's see, I think Ugondis is probably going to head back to the Grave Power Bracelet spot. Check there. And moneymerks is back in 2. So Ugondis is going to check this Power Bracelet spot, and then go back into the grave, check the whistle spot there, and the whistle spot east of the Lost Woods. Ugondis again finds a shop that he doesn't super need. It would have been maybe good to get a key out of there, considering that they only have 2, and that is the cheap key shop. We also, I don't believe, have seen the meat block yet. And we have our mag sighting. That is at the Grave Whistle spot. Unfortunately, Ugondis is still 4 hearts short. And we see moneymerks taking a potion refill, fighting that 3-headed Gleeok. With a book as the reward, and 2... Oh, what a wonderful Kanana key! That is extremely hard to pull off on a Gleeok. Goes to show the skill that moneymerks and Ugondis have. Moneymerks is rewarded with the book for that awesome Kanana key. And I think they're still looking for keys. I see that, of course, having just pulled off a Kanana key, they are completely empty. 2 is known to usually be pretty generous with keys. That's the only reason I can think of why they're staying in here. And Ugondis whistles the North Forest closest start. Just finds another bomb shop. But hey, 11 rupees, always worth it. moneymerks does pick up another key. So if that's what the hunt was for, mission accomplished. Ugondis is going for the forgotten spot, which until now has been, well, forgotten about. Always lives up to its name, and this time it's the expensive key and a candle we no longer need. moneymerks, back in 1 with 1 key. And Ugondis checking the Forest Fairies push block. Again, no dice. And Ugondis goes ahead and takes a whistle back to level 6. We have not yet seen this item. Could be the item that unlocks the rest of the seed. So I believe all that we really have left are the 2 raft spots. It would just be like a race that I'm commentating, it'd be double raft block. And I believe, did moneymerks pick up that recorder? I think they did. Not sure until they scroll past it with their selector. Ugondis in here with the wand, making very quick work of the pancakes. Gets rewarded with a key. Decides, no, I'm not going to spend it on that door. Oh, unfortunately, moneymerks takes another death in level 1. And this could be a stair room for Ugondis. It is. And it is the raft. So I think that pretty much confirms it. Our other dungeon is raft blocked. But will it be the raft spot near start or the one along the coast? Chat, get your bets in now. Winner gets 15 internet points. If you guessed the raft spot by start, you lose. And looks like Adam and Skepticon both get 15 internet points. And I think Ugondis just took a wrong whistle there. That happens to us all. moneymerks has got to be really close to that red ring. Can't remember exactly what... Oh, it must be this room. And there it is, red ring for moneymerks. That's got to make them feel so good, but at the same time wondering how long Ugondis had that. And let's face it, it's been a while. And level 8 for Ugondis at the Coast Raft spot. Junie June, thank you for the raid of 23. We are enjoying Zelda 1 Randomizer action. This is the SGLIVE 2024 tournament with Ugondis versus moneymerks. Tracking for us is the ever-talented Califax, and I am the very mediocre Proknovic. We have a very exciting matchup, and this has actually been really, really exciting to watch. You get Ugondis finally picking up that cheap key. We've only walked by about 3 times now. And Ugondis with 1 key in toes going back into 8. moneymerks continues to work their way through this absolutely terrible 7. We know that the prize in the 7 is just a blue banana. And Ugondis goes ahead and pops open that door. No more keys in hand. Let's see how far they get. Fortunately, starting off with 2 open doors. Room full of Lionels, not too bad with the wand. This is where the fire really does help you out, because you can just pin them up against the wall and they'll just keep running into it like a bunch of idiots. Double fairies for Ugondis. And, oh, there's that key. Wait, he's leaving the key? That is extremely surprising. Thankfully, Ugondis has the arrow, makes quick work of those Pole's voice. And we have a dig dogger. I believe this is the first one of the seed. And to answer the question from Bogey in chat, Yes, moneymerks has had 230 something rupees for most of this seed. I think they're holding out for blue ring. Unfortunately, they were so close to red. Well, I think they actually have red now. It does look like that tunic changed color. So I'm sure now at the very first arrow shop that they see, they're going to go spending. Again, thank you Califax and Skepticon for keeping me honest. It's a little exciting trying to watch the two races at once, trying to give equal commentary. Unfortunately, sometimes we miss something. So thank you chat for helping us keep engaged. Compass pickup for Ugondis. And there's the heart, also possibly an item. Great block clip. Nope, it's the transport. Ugondis decides, no thanks. At this point, the only thing we're really looking for still is silvers. Those could be a 9. Ugondis gets another key. Bet that makes him feel good. And we have a Goma. And this could also be a stair room. And it is. Let's see what our first item in 8 is. By the way, moneymerks gets the Triforce out of 7. I'm surprised we didn't go down that staircase in the previous room. Maybe Ugondis knows something I don't. Nope, looks like we're going back in, checking out that staircase, and we're going to find the white sword. That is an offensive upgrade that no one in the history of gaming has ever turned down. moneymerks heads up to 2Q3. Is going to unfortunately find nothing there. Alright, let's face it. A small secret for moneymerks is basically nothing. He's had rupees this entire time. He's Scrooge McDuck over there. That's why they call him moneymerks. Once again, we find a completely ineffective Aquamentus, just leaving their treasures lying around for anyone to scoop up. moneymerks is in 4. And tries to do a pirouette. Ugondis steals the bombs from underneath the Lionel. And finds yet another key. And moneymerks is, yep, they just had to grab that Triforce out of 4. Now we know that 4 holds the power bracelet, and that's going to be important. This will not be a stair room, because with the Goma and the shutter door, that just won't go. I believe Ugondis only has about 13 more rooms to check out in this level 8. Probably just gonna look at things as they continue their way towards the Triforce, taking a meandering path. Because I think that Ugondis is willing to take the bet that the silvers might be in 9. That room of Wizzies won't hold any secrets. And Ugondis is now in the Triforce room. Will they take it and run? And now they'll still look around a little bit, try to find that stair room. Moneymerks finds yet another bomb and bait shop. So far, we've had absolutely zero need for bait. Now that rupee is not supposed to be there in this corner, so this is most likely a case of remove most open stairs. But it's not. Tracy says grid room doesn't do RMOS. Tracy, you know this game way better than I do. Thank you. Moneymerks is actually doing the puzzle for the Lost Woods. Haven't seen that in a while. Probably just making their way to that whistle spot just west of the Lost Woods. Then going to make their way up through the grave. And Ugondis takes the Triforce out of 8. And looks like they're gonna make their way back over to 7 for a quick Triforce there. Meanwhile, Moneymerks again going through the lake region, making their way over to 4, I believe. And it is most definitely a Coke night. 54 rupee Pepsi, 57 Pepsi, 54 Pepsi, 57 Coke. I swear I can talk. That means every runner will be buying Coke tonight. You know, I wonder how many times the old man's gonna just ask us the same question. Doesn't he ever learn? I wonder if Ugondis has forgotten that they've already seen the blue boomerang. Moneymerks taking care of those land molas gives us a map that we already have. And I think this is where we saw the 1001 Moldorms. And it looks like our red Wizrobes are going down in 3 hits. With the white sword, that is. And Troll Dongo's not going to troll Ugondis tonight. unfortunate clock for Ugondis. We'll make getting rid of those whiz ropes really easy. Moneymerks coming up on yet another Moldorm, and Ugondis again taking out those pulse voids very quickly with the arrows. Still very surprised that Moneymerks has not picked up any arrows yet. Moneymerks does, however, pick up that heart container, bringing them up to 10 hearts, still 3 away from mags. Now both of our runners have seen mags. They know that it's at the grave whistle spot, just in case they happen to collect enough. Ugondis does come one step closer, picking up the heart container out of 7. And Moneymerks finds the compass to the Triforce that he already has. And that Gleok room will not be the staircase. 1, because that can't happen with a Gleok. And 2, there's the shutter door on the right. I'm with you, Bean. I tend to think that at this point the silvers are going to be in 9. They could always be in 8. Yeah, there is that one additional item there, but my money's on 9. And Moneymerks continues their search for the item in 4. And Ugondis fighting the triple troll dongos. Unfortunately, these do not count as a boss in the levels, so they will respawn at a future point. But that does not matter. Ugondis has the Triforce out of 7. They're on their way to level 9. Wait. Okay, yeah. Again, sometimes we just get a little anxious as runners. We start pressing our D-pads before we really know which way the level is going to let us out. And Ugondis is in 9, and that's a fairly small 9 at that. No instant Ganon. So Ugondis is looking for 3 things in this level 9. First, they're looking for a stairway that leads to the silver arrows. They're also looking for the roar of Ganon. Moneymerks picks up Power Bracelet out of 4. Ganon is a very noisy neighbor, and you can always hear him when you are 1 room to the north, south, east, or west. Ugondis is also looking for a single shutter door that stays locked when all the enemies of room are dead, or once he kills Ganon, will automatically open regardless of whether there are enemies in the room or not. Level Shapes 9 being what it is, it can be very much the great equalizer between runners. We can have magic staircases. We can have seemingly impossible to find bomb walls. Or we can receive that bad luck that our search for the silver arrows have been in vain. Under other flag conditions, there would be an old man telling us whether the silvers lie here or elsewhere. Not today. We have those pointless community hints. Califax says we may have seen Zelda already. Okay, I must have missed it. And Ugondis finds the stairs. It's a transport. go ahead and take that. It is not a bad strategy to go ahead and take every open stair you find, because then you can mark off 2 spots on your map. By default, level 9 will have 6 sets of open staircases. Welcome Raiders from Equations! We have a very exciting matchup between Ugondis and moneymerks. Ugondis is in 9, but without the silver arrows. moneymerks is playing catch up, being down 3 Triforces. Now, one thing that could slow Ugondis up is if they happen to get red bubbled a lot and end up using all their potion, we may have ourselves in a situation where they have to either find a blue bubble or find a way to heal. That could potentially slow them down. Otherwise, I'd say Ugondis has pretty much an astronomical lead at this point. moneymerks still has not found the raft out of 6, which is required. moneymerks in 5. The grand prize for that dungeon will be a Triforce, but also a moldy banana. And that's right, Lana Bean, at least now moneymerks finally has some arrows. Ugondis faces off against an orbiting Patra. In my opinion, the less hostile of the 2 Patras. moneymerks finds a banana, says no thank you. That goes right back in the trash where it belongs. And moneymerks is trying to find a way to get to that northeast quadrant. moneymerks gets the Triforce out of 5. So moneymerks has no other option right now than to go back into 6, get that raft, and then take that to the coast raft spot where they'll find level 8. Again, you see Ugondis using the double tap method, and it gets very fortunate by killing the Master Dark Nut, which got rid of both them. Ooh, red candle. One of our items in 9 has been found, and it is not what we want. At this point, some people would say it's 50-50 on whether that silver arrow is in 9 or in 8. But if you follow I forget the name of the game where they have the doors and the goats and the cars, I'd say that's still higher. We do have Ganon though, so Ugondis has the Ganon info. They have the Zelda info, just not the silver arrows. Thank you, barbecue.gov. Let's make a deal. And a pointless mugger room. Even though we could easily pay that fee with 8 keys, Ugondis says, no thanks, don't really need to. And we have Antlers telling falsehoods in chat. No, it's not The Price is Right. Moneymerks, I believe, has covered most of the 6. I think there's only one room on their map that hadn't already been visited. Antler says, let's just play some golf. I agree, golf is fantastic, and I'm sure OpnoPoint would always be up for that. And we found the compass in 9, telling us exactly what we already knew. One thing that Ugondis definitely has to their advantage is a lot of level 9 knowledge. I believe this should be the staircase that leads to the item. Nope, one more transport. I guess my count was off. Moneymerks gets the Triforce out of 6. And they also picked up the raft. They know where to go. The question is whether they'll first try the coast or the raft spot next to start. And they're doing the world wrap that takes them back to the start screen. That is a little known trick, but it's always fun to see. Moneymerks makes their way to the start raft spot. And unfortunately, gets nothing but disappointment. And Ugondis finds a stairway. It is Silvers! This is absolutely huge. No return to level 8 for Ugondis. He knows exactly where Ganon is. Knows exactly where Zelda is. This deed is going to be wrapped up very, very quickly. And there's that roar, and we have Ganon with the white sword. This will take 8 stabs, and there is a little water which can throw Ganon off. Hopefully it doesn't get stuck in a wall. Unfortunately, Ugondis is taking a little bit of a beating. He does still have a Pepsi in case we need that health refill. 4, 5, 6, 7, one more hit. And we have Bacon. And of course that shutter door just to the north is going to take us to Zelda. Everyone get your GGs out for our winner of this game, Ugondis, with an official race time GG time of 1 hour, 16 minutes, and 38 seconds. And we'll work on getting Ugondis here in the race room. Ugondis, GG's.
Hey, thank you. Thank you very much.
Hey. That was an awesome seed. You put on a great show for us.
Thank you. I know it's real late times. I really appreciate the people who did this for us, and thank you for commentating and the tracking, restreaming. That was great. Thanks so much.
Oh, it is our pleasure. We thank you, the runners, because without you, we'd just be talking about absolutely nothing. So Ugondis, what was your favorite part about this seed? And I know favorite might be in air quotes.
So there's two. the keys for the first like hour, and then all of 9. The fact that I saw almost all of 9. But
that is true. I was keeping track. That was almost a full clear.
almost. Yeah, I counted 2 rooms I didn't check, but there might have been more. Yeah.
But I'm sure that once you saw silvers, you just took a big sigh of relief.
You know it. I was thinking, my gut was sinking with every room, with every staircase I found them all. My gut just sank more and more. I'm like, oh man. But yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you, you did a lot of things absolutely perfectly within this seed. You were the first one to find the raft, and of course, getting that wand right away. It took moneymerks quite a long time to get that ladder and the wand, so you had that offensive upgrade for a super long time.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense.
What did you think of this enemy set?
Oh geez, it was awful. It was so brutal, and I'm like, when I first walked into 2, and there was a blue Wizrobes on the left and Pole's voice to the top, and I'm like, oh geez, this could end up being a while. But I was like, I got the wand, so, and I think I found the red ring, but in 1 I believe was kind of early. And I was like, okay, if I got the red ring, then we can beat through all this. But
yeah, exactly. You found that wand soon after that. You got the red ring, got the bow, and you didn't waste any time buying arrows.
Oh, I had so much money. I kept finding every secret early, and I think the big secret was huge. And I was like, well, I got the money. Well, no, at first I bought bombs because I had the money, and I'm like, cool, let's buy more bombs. No problem here. And
yeah, it's not every seed that we see the bomb upgrade and everything else that you bought. Yeah, there were 442 free rupees in this seed.
Jeez, it felt like it. There was once I left a secret. I might have left more than 1 secret. I was like, I'm full. I can't take this.
Now, the very interesting thing, so moneymerks, like maybe just, in the restream, maybe 10 minutes ago, finally bought arrows. He was sitting on a fortune for a very, very long time.
Really? There wasn't a lot of arrow shops. There might have only been 2. I could be wrong on that, but it felt like because I kind of check arrows early, and I want to know where they are right away. And I remember there not being any at first, but maybe I just wasn't in the same spots.
Well, you are right about that, and I do believe that the blue ring shop was the rare shop. And
okay.
I don't remember if it was whistle or power bracelet blocked. So neither one of you found that until after you already had the red ring.
Oh.
But I know that was probably on moneymerks' mind, saving that money just in case a ring upgrade was needed.
Okay, there were 4 arrow shops. Okay, I'm just like, I don't. It felt like there was a lot less, but yeah, I think I probably bought them and then stopped tracking them, so that's likely what it was.
Exactly. So we were going through the levels. You're finding them pretty easily, and of course that's always relative. At what point did you come to the conclusion that 8 was raft blocked?
Let's see. I got to remember here. I found 5, and there was a 4 or 5 that was a real quick boomerang, and I think because there was only 2. No, because it was the last level I had to find, and I had fluted everywhere, and those are my last 2 checks, I believe, were the raft spots. So okay, these 2. So clearly it's raft block, and I immediately went to 6. That was the only level that I didn't have an item out of. Because I think 6 was a Triforce right away too.
That is correct.
Yeah. And then I know for 8 and 9, I know it was 50-50 on silvers. And I'd made up my mind before going in 8, I was getting both items, because even if it wasn't silvers, there's a good chance to any key, and I was having major key issues there for a little bit. Then I know I ended up with like 7, because 9 just throws you. There's the any key.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was gonna go back to that side after I checked the bottom right, and I went to the Triforce room, and I forgot it was blue Wizrobe with shutters, and I just took that as a sign. I was like, game's telling me to get out, so I got out. Yeah,
definitely the right call.
And it ended up. It ended up being the right call, but as I'm sitting through 9 and I'm in my 10th minute, I'm like, oh no. Oh no. But then I'm like, there's only like 4 to 6 rooms left in 8, so and I can flute there, but still, it was like, oh no.
So you also seem to get the flute pretty quickly. I remember, was one I believe it was the second dungeon that you found. Is that correct? You found.
I think it was second, and there was 2 keys right away in it. And I made up, and I found the Triforce, and I was like, if I'm going back into 1, I'm gonna have at least 2 keys if I go back in there, just in case. And I took the right key, and it led to the next room, and that gave me the flute, and then I took the next key, and it led to the next room, gave me the red ring, and then I'm like, I'm in business now.
Yeah, moneymerks actually had to dip in and out of 1 a couple times.
Yeah.
Again, just due to the key issue.
Yeah,
this
keys.
was a pretty key-starved seed early on.
Yeah. I think I bought 2 keys throughout at least 2. I might have bought more. I definitely remember buying 2. So I had to buy, because 8, yeah, that's right. I went into 8 after figuring it out. In the first room, it's key blocked right away. It's like, okay, all right, 8. I got it.
That's right. So, let's see, some other surprising things about this seed. Soda Shop was pretty even. Both of you picked up Cokes. That's absolutely no surprise. But I think the other way that the two of you had a little bit of deviation was, again, you picked up the bomb upgrade. moneymerks never did.
Oh, yeah. It came in handy in 9, I know.
Oh, absolutely. And let's see, moneymerks is now in 9. They know that silvers are in here because they saw the any key. And I believe they're currently 2 rooms away from Zelda and 3 from Ganon. But I think that wasn't silvers pretty much in the O column all the way at the top? Is that right?
Yeah, it's that one little sliver room on the very top left.
Okay. So Ugondis, with this win, you are now 3-1, leading your group. What kind of pressure is that putting on you for the rest of this tournament?
I think, and I could be wrong, I think it means I won the group, actually. Because I have a win on Mercs and Shaddy, and they're the only ones that can finish 3-1, so...
Oh yeah, that's true. We're not going to have tiebreaker races in this one.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't want to say that. I think I've got it covered, but I could be wrong. But it's I was pretty happy when I won this one, and yeah, I'm pretty nervous for the brackets.
That makes perfect sense. So Ugondis, you're of course a veteran in this community. What advice would you give to those who are considering joining one of our races, whether it be a future Rookie Rumble or a tournament like this? What advice would you give to them?
Well, you got to watch the really good players. Even if you're just watching them, they'll stay out tips, and you can ask a lot of them questions anyways. If you're brand new, there's a wonderful, I hope he's okay with it, but when I first started 2-3 years ago, Bogey Smalls made a video about what you should think about as you're running through a seed, and I've watched that. I remember, like, when my Rookie Rumble 3 years ago, I watched that video at least 4 or 5 times just to kind of get like an idea of what you should be thinking about as you walk through the levels. And then more important than all of them is just play. You just reps. You got to keep doing it. Like, I don't know when it happened, but my times just started being a lot quicker than they were at one point, and I didn't feel like I was doing anything different, but you kind of stop thinking and you kind of start moving and more, and I think that just comes from experience.
That's absolutely true. So I know that when they are starting to plan these tournaments, of course they finalize the flag sets. How many different seeds do you think that you've played in preparation for this tournament?
Oh, and at least 20. I mean, I roll like 5 or 6 seeds in a row, and I number them, and I run through those in a couple days or like a week, and so yeah, I roll the seeds and play them, and play them And play them offline. If you hit something you're really hating, you just shut it off and start a new one.
So, as you know, this is a very feature-rich flag set. We have the Q2 overworld, Q2 enemies, we have the extra count, extra candles, HP plus or minus 2, and, a lot of other things, and of course, magical sword pegged at 13 hearts. In your opinion, which is the flag that makes this particular set the hardest?
It's the Q2 overworld, because it's almost guaranteed that you're going to need a flute or a power bracelet or a raft, and it's actually in most of them you need multiple of those. It feels like the majority of the seeds I play need 2 of those things at least, or the latter too. But with Heart Shuffle off, you should be able to kind of get through the dungeons a little faster by just knowing what are push block rooms. But yeah, I think the Q2 overworld is definitely the hardest part.
I would also agree with that. I forget who I was talking with earlier today, but we actually started naming off all of the different spots that are blocked on the overworld one way or another, and it's an astronomical amount, especially compared to 1Q. The only thing that's worse is Mix Quest, because then you just have to burn all the things and bomb all the walls, because you never know what's going to open.
Yep. Yeah, when you're trying to route the overworld, it's impossible to not run over the same screen multiple times just because, you don't have the flute at this time, and now you got to go check all the flute spots. And, yeah.
So also being Q2 overworld, traditionally that does make money a little tighter, where you only have one large secret, you have a few extra smalls, and an extra door repair. Didn't really seem to impact you that much this seed.
Yeah, I'll jinx it. I haven't had money issues in any of the seeds I've played so far. Now, that is, of course, now I'm setting myself up for the very next seed I play, but I think all the mediums, and I kind of always buy arrows kind of early. I suppose I haven't been able to buy as many bomb upgrades. That's definitely happened. Not on this seed, but yeah, it seems like I definitely buy more bomb upgrades when you're on like first quest overworld.
Yep, and you took that gamble tonight, and it definitely paid off.
Yeah. The first 5 minutes, and I have 100+ rupees, and I hadn't found the bomb upgrade or the large secret yet. It's like, man, I got money, and there's plenty of more money out there, so let's go ahead and buy this. So I had a weird thing on this seed. Yeah, sorry, within the first 4 minutes, I'd found all 4 take-inies, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Heart. I was like, I'm taking the potion here. I was like, I'm not even at the 5-minute mark. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really entertaining. So for the first, I'd say maybe 5 minutes, you had Moneyworks. Moneyworks were basically in lockstep.
Oh, wow.
Nice. But you definitely got all those take-inies much, much faster.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I'm sure you really appreciated that when you found the ladder, because you already had 6. You were guaranteed to be able to pick that up.
Yep.
And, with having that safety of having that potion in hand, you never knew if you would just be low on health or if you'd get red bubbled, but you knew that you'd be safe.
Yep, that's something I've kind of like. If I get enough hearts to get the mags, I'm getting it, but I'm not going out of my way for it. And like that 4th take-in, he's always going to be a potion for these flags, because those red bubbles, or just if you don't have the red ring and Ganon fight or something. So that's definitely like a planned strategy that I do, is that at the minimum that 4th take-in, sometimes the 3rd take-in is definitely a potion.
Now, I have seen a few runners, if they find the prescription early enough, they'll actually plan on making that a purchase at some point.
And that's definitely the smarter thing. I suppose I always get the letter just kind of like as like a backup. I kind of like, look, mags isn't going to happen, and if it does, that's a great bonus, but just kind of put that out of your head for now.
Oh, exactly. And again, runners of your caliber, you don't necessarily need mags. You don't even necessarily need a ring. It definitely helps.
Yeah, I do like that ring. Yeah. Especially for Ganon. I'm still having trouble with Ganon. You see, man, every single time tonight, I went to the wrong side. I was 0 for 8 on going to the wrong side of Ganon.
Oh, I
well.
can never get the stun locks. I'm always just a few frames off.
Yeah. It's just a feel thing. You just eventually feel it. And even then, I still miss it quite often.
And let's see, moneymerks is making their way up to that northwest.
Yeah, he's having the same issue I was having in 9, just the entire dungeon. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They should be finding the silver arrows probably within the next 90 seconds or so.
Well, he's unfortunately he won't be able. Well, I don't think you can bomb down on this room to the left, so you got to go like all the way back around, I think.
So Ugondis, I just have another quick question for you. So I am relatively new to the community. I've never actually competed in any of the tournaments. We already touched on this a little bit earlier, but other than practicing, what other tools should our viewers know about so that they can jump in and enjoy this amazing Zelda 1 randomizer action?
So it unfortunately it just happened a little bit ago, but I had just gotten lucky when I decided to start playing Zelda 1 Randomizer. Within a couple weeks, the first Rookie Rumble was announced, and that led up by Malchior was a wonderful tool for me, and that really got me going. And so that's unfortunately it's another year till the next one comes out, but I highly recommend doing that, and then trying both the two trackers that are if you want to track online, try the Z Tracker or Z Helper, and play around with them and make sure you put hotkeys on there, so when you find an arrow shop, you push a button over that instead of scrolling through everything.
That's absolutely right.
Yep, here we go.
Thank you for that great advice. And moneymerks gets the silvers, wants to give it a little stab out of frustration.
Yep. Oh yeah.
But now only 5 rooms to get. I believe it's a straight shot. And that's right. moneymerks at 1 hour 35, fighting the piggy. And with red potion in hand, this should be a fairly easy fight. Like the use of the safety potion, you got 2 of them, might as well use it. I can't even tell you how many seeds I've played where I get to the very end and realize I still have a red potion. I've died like 50,000 times.
Yep, that's the stuff that like your brain just kind of remembers eventually, but you're gonna do all that. I've lost races because I didn't have a potion for Ganon, and I went in there with green armor, and I'm like, just take the minute, go get the potion, because you know there's a shop somewhere. Get the potion, actually be able to kill Ganon. Here we go.
Yep, and moneymerks has bacon. He has found the kidnapped, and with an official time of 1 hour, 36 minutes, and 27 seconds, moneymerks has found the princess. GG's. Chad, I just want you to know, for some of our racers, this may be 2 a.m., so let's make sure that they feel our love.
Make sure the viewers feel our love. Thank you, viewers, for watching it too. I'm a night shifter, so I'm used to it.
Yeah, and we have a great group of watchers with us. We have Pedantic Potato, we have Tracy, PDX Rex, Sis Crusher, Shaddy. I'm surprised that all of you are up this late, but thank you very much. And joining us in the race room, moneymerks. GG's.
Sorry, it took me a while there.
Oh, that's quite
that
all right.
9 was, yeah.
Yeah, I obviously wrong routed that 9 completely, but that was
well, if it makes you feel any better, when Ugondis finished it, there were only 2 unvisited rooms, so he did this exact same thing.
Yep.
Oh man. Yeah, I saw what the overworld looked like early, and I was like, well, the dungeons are going to be really, really grimy, and I was like, I kind of just heard you say, about we were getting money early, and I was like, I'm just going to save up and buy a blue ring. Well, guess what? Never saw the blue ring until really late. So
Yeah.
that didn't work out either. I think I full cleared the map too.
Yep, same thing with the Ugondis.
Oh,
Gotta love those really late raft spots.
Yep.
Yeah, I went and checked Bogey's arrow, and I was like, it has to be this. And I was like, oh, I didn't check the other raft spot. And I was like, maybe it is that. Obviously, it was, so.
Yeah, I was also wondering if this would be like the first time in like 1,000 seeds that Bogey's arrow actually held something good.
I thought that was I thought that was the last check, and then when I was tracking it, I saw I had that one spot, and I was like, oh yeah, I was like, I didn't check that yet.
So a couple of things that unfortunately gave Ugondis an advantage in this race. Level 1, both of you went in and you started out.
I knew it when I saw the red ring. I was like, if he got it, I'm dead, and like that was my mindset through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yep, it was definitely that red ring, and I do believe that he also got the ladder at what, about 10 minutes in?
Yeah, it was pretty early.
Where was the ladder? I don't even remember now.
The ladder was in the forest open cave.
Oh, okay.
It was the white sword item. Yeah.
I had that early too because I got wand, so I definitely got that like kind of early.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe a little later than you, but I had that semi-early.
So, moneymerks, the question on everyone's mind. You had that pile of cash the entire time just waiting for that blue ring.
I was just waiting for him.
At any point, did you consider buying arrows and just trying to make up that money again?
You know, I think I kept like losing money, so I was like, I would like get all the way up or really close, and then I would like hit like a door repair, and then I would like get it back up. So it was like I didn't want to like spend it on anything because I was like, if I see the ring, I want to be able to purchase it, and then I got the red ring. So I mean, I kind of was like, okay, I can buy potions and I can buy, arrows or whatever now. So like. I wasn't going to buy anything till I saw that blue ring. I mean, that first 1 or 2 dungeons I saw, I think it was that 2 had all the whiz robes, and I was like, I want a ring for this. I was like, I know it's going to be bad, so.
Yeah, 2 was awful. I thought the same thing. I walked into 2 and go, oh no. Yeah.
Yeah, I grabbed the Triforce and ran out of 2.
Yep, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was just one of those seeds where you had to double dip a lot of dungeons, especially 6, trying to get that raft. But I believe that there were about 4, probably 5 or 6 other dungeons that we had to dip multiple times.
That was kind of like my mindset too, because like we got bow early, so I was like, I'm just gonna play it on like shady rules, and like arrows are a 9, and then like we had to dig so many dungeons. I was like, well, at this point, might as well dig whatever we didn't dig, because I didn't want to go into 9 and then have some crazy 9 with no arrows in it. So.
So moneymerks, I believe you're so right now you are 2-1, and I think your next match is against barbecue.gov. Is that correct?
No, we played already. I just have to beat Shaddy now to have a shot at bracket or wild card. So that's easy. That should be really easy to do.
Ooh, shots fired.
Clearly a lot of sarcasm in there, but I kind of planned Shaddy as the final boss, and Ugondis was like the mini boss before him. So
Nice.
I set it up this way.
Nice.
Yeah, I set it up this way, and Ugondis and like me and Ugondis knew each other before. You might have been playing Z1R, but I wasn't. I only been playing this for like a year now, and I feel like I've made leaps and bounds compared to where I was at.
Yep.
And we know each other from Z2. I mean, we met Z2 probably 3 or 4 years ago. Wow, now, but so yeah, we're really familiar with each other, and he's really good at this. So I knew what I was walking into. But I really, honestly, I wasn't looking at race room. I didn't know. I tried not to do that in these, and
Yeah.
but because I think you got me by like 20 minutes or whatever it was, so I would have wanted to forfeit. But it's just it's I mean, there were so many things. Like I said, combat in the dungeons was bad. I was key blocked a lot early. Like there was like a lot of stuff going on. So I mean, I was just hoping you ran into a couple buzzsaws I was hitting, but you obviously played it better than I didn't. You got the red ring. I mean, that was like I said, I did I think two. I got that Triforce out of two. I might have did like another even dungeon or two before I got that red ring. And when I saw it, I was like, if he threw a bomb here and got this, I was like, I'm dead. I was like, I already, you know what it is. You play Seed, so you know how it is against somebody good. I mean, if they get something good early, then you're screwed. That's all.
Yeah. For one, I think I bought a key. I think I ended up buying 2 keys throughout the Steed. And for one, when I first saw there was 2 keys, and it's like, okay, I'm not coming back here until I have at least 2 keys, and then I'm gonna try to get through as much as I can. Yeah. So I think I only came back I only double dipped it once.
Yeah, and like even those early dungeons, they weren't dropping keys. Like I mean, the rooms that I was trying to stay away from, like the really bad rooms to do, like what was what possibly you didn't have to do, and like just keys were not dropping anywhere. So I mean, it was
nope.
It was
rough. Keys were definitely an issue. Like I was of the mind I was full clearing 8. Because it's the silvers or the any key are 50-50, and I ended up not clearing all of 8, and the any key was what I left. But 9 had a bunch of keys in it, or maybe 8 had a bunch of keys in it too. But...
Yeah, I grabbed any key. I mean, like I said, I was in the hope that silvers was in there. So I mean, I had dug like I don't know a quarter of 8, and I was like, I'm just gonna dig and find the last. It was literally the last thing. So. I wanted to know what it was at that point.
Yep.
And I mean, that was the thing that you guys were saying about me having money or whatever. The Mercs bank was filled, and I ended up buying arrows and a key. Even I bought that key and arrows I bought so late. I mean, I had red ring, and then I think I had like 2 keys, and I was like, well. Then I started dreading like a bait block because I was like, well, this seed has everything in it. I was like. Should I buy bait? And I was like, I think I'll like hold off on buying bait. So I didn't do that. But I don't think I've seen many bait blocks in the tournament anyway.
Yeah, so far in these seeds, the bait block has been very rare because there's only one of them, and I think I'm just getting lucky.
I think Tracy said she rolled 2 already, so I don't know who played those, but I think there was a couple. I don't know if I saw those matches, but. They exist.
Well, Ugondis and moneymerks, any last comments for our viewers tonight?
Just thanks for staying up late with us. Thanks to SG and everybody putting this on, comms, tracking. And you're killing it, man. Like I said, I watched you get better at this game. So I remember you were good last year, and you're getting like top tier now. You're beating all the good people and playing great. So
yeah, it's been feeling good. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I also say with Mercs, I've said it a couple times, and I'm gonna say it more. Just thank you so much, everyone who puts these together and streams and commentates and tracks. I appreciate it so much. Thank you.
Oh, we appreciate that. And we appreciate both of you joining this tournament and providing a great show for us. Please give our runners a follow on their Twitch accounts. Ugondis, moneymerks, thank you very much, and wish you luck in the rest of this tournament. Thank you to my very awesome tracker, Califax. Without Califax, I would have been all kinds of lost. And of course, thank you to Speedgaming for letting us restream. Join us tomorrow at 9:15 p.m. Eastern Time for Bogey versus Fryteeth. At 10:45 p.m., Shaddy versus Barbecue. Good night.